Hello, welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie. I'm 2 days late, but I think I've had the COVID or something, so I have been coughing and I ain't felt well. The weekend went great, guys, with the grandchildren. Very, very tiring. It wouldn't cross my mind if I picked something up for them, but it affected my husband as well, so I didn't want to read off Pa. And I've also not showing off or anything. A load of you have asked me about the cake to send a picture in, so I've put one up. Okay, so it's a tortoise. It was a turtle he wanted at first, and then he changed it last minute. His mum did, to a tortoise. So anyway, that's the best I could do. But so it's meant to be a tortoise with some little babies, and then obviously in a week's time I've got another cake to do, a dinosaur thing. So I might attempt a Jurassic Park. No one claims that I'm cook of the year, by the way, neither. So, but yeah, I was assured it tasted nice. Anyway, let's get into it then. We're talking about Harry. We're going to have a look at, does he actually long to go home? Never mind all this superficial stuff, all the rumours and the fluff and the scheming. You know, I actually want to know if there's any yearning there, if there's any longing. Okay. So how does Harry feel about leaving the royal family? Okay, so going back a bit. He feels he was, forced. He was forced to do this, you know. It was like suddenly either the royal family wasn't good enough for him and Meghan's ideas, or that, you know, the ideas that was trying to be put about wasn't, well received. So he feels like, how he feels is that he had it in his control, you know, that it was his decision. And so when we look at longing with him, you know, you'll see that he has to be right, you know. So he's made that decision. He believes he's right, that he had no opportunity. But the other thing I can see here, so you got the 8 of Cups, but I can see part of his heart, you know, burning with fire for the royal family, because it's in him. You can't, no matter what he tries to do, he can't take that away, can't cancel that feeling. It's always going to come back, and it does keep coming back and firing up, you know. But again, he has to be right that he left the royal family because he was right. You know, what does Prince Harry miss about the UK, please? Well, either it doesn't miss anything, or there's a possibility here, you know, where you deny your feelings, you deny that you're missing something. So as well, I think, what does he miss? I think he misses the privacy, you know, which is a joke, I know. I know, but, you know, we're looking at it through the eyes of Harry, not through us. So, yeah, I do believe that he thought about privacy and feeling protected. It's not even about security here. It's about being stage managed as well. Not a lot of people saw the little bad bits of Harry before Meghan. So, yeah, I think he misses that. Does he miss his friends in the UK? Well, he's angry at them. So, you know, there's a lot of anger there. You see, Meghan doesn't tell Harry's friends to jog on. No, Meghan manipulates Harry so that Harry tells him to jog on. So there's a lot of jealousy as well. He feels like Well, if the devil was reversed for him, it just means he's, you know, a nasty piece of work, really. With trying to upset people, but by not being named or responsible. So if I was going to do something to you, I would actually tell you, you know, I'm going to do it, and then I'd follow through on my word. So he's angry. He's angry. And as well, where he feels with his friends is all about, like, you know, feeling out of the group, not being able to trust somebody, being angry that he's hanging around with her, that this person gets to go sit next to that one. You know, that the whole dynamics of the friendships, minus Harry, has changed, you know, and I don't think he likes that either. And obviously, his mates have got loads of dirt on him, loads of dirt. So what does he miss? He misses being nasty and spiteful and getting away with things, okay? Getting away with things. Does, you know, Harry miss doing all the charitable things? This is quite a negative reading so far, to be fair. 7 of Wands reversed. He thinks whatever he does will be criticised. So Harry's seeing that he does charity work in the States and everything that he's doing with Meghan. He believes he's charity work. So no different to when he was with the royal family. Now, we see that differently. Everybody else sees it differently. But that's how Harry is seeing it. And it's like, well, why bother, you know? I'm always going to get criticised anyway. You know, somebody's going to have a go. Well, so far, he's not longing for home at all. Okay. Does he miss members of the royal family? Absolutely, you know, and if he could work things out with them, he wants to. So you've got mainly 8 people here. So we know 2 is Eugenie, Beatrice, William, Catherine, the King, Camilla. It could be Anne. He misses working with them, okay? He does, yeah. He misses working with them. There's no doubt about it in Harry's previous life before Meghan. You know, he did have good times and he did enjoy, you know, doing stuff, even though he had to be pushed out of bed, forced to get dressed, you know, forced to be on time and managed, okay? So yeah, it does miss his family in the work kind of thing, like being part of that team, that engine, that running thing that they called the monarchy. And yeah, I think, to be fair, he does on that. Don't seem to miss his mates because he's angry. He's not even refusing to accept that one. You know, it just keeps putting blocks in his way. While he's angry, he's not hurting, he's just hurting others. How does... What regrets does Harry have about leaving the royal family? What regrets? What does he regret? What does he regret? He regrets not giving it enough time. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, reversed. Yeah, it's he didn't give it enough time. he didn't give discussions enough time. He didn't. There was running. So yeah, I think that's what he regrets. He doesn't regret slagging him off, by the way. You know, he's got no bones about that. So what does, you know, what would it take for Harry to, no, does Harry actually long to return? Yes or no? I'll turn the card as well. Well, it's a yes. But he can't, he needs someone else's input, you know, because his dad's closed off. William's, you know, no one's there to fight for Harry or to speak up for him. Because nobody wants to, you know. He hasn't got that kind of support on side because he doesn't deserve it. So, you know, does he long? Well, he's stuck in a misery of his own. Does he long to come home? Absolutely, but then you've got Meghan to deal with, haven't you? You know, that just puts the chop, you know, he doesn't have that opportunity. Does Harry miss William? Well, that would be a no, look, you know, not happy with him. Yeah, you're not happy with him. That would be a no. Does he miss Catherine? And that would be a no as well, because now she's, you know, she's become untrustworthy. She's untrustworthy. You know, you can't trust her. She's in with the royal family due to be a queen. You know, she's going to do anything to save her position. This is his warped mind. This is his warped mind. What would it take for Harry to apologise to the royal family? Well, he has to do it voluntary, okay? It has to come naturally, be meaningful, but it has to come from Harry and Harry deep inside, okay? So it's like wisdom. When you get older and you see things and you think, bloody hell, you know, oh yeah, that's, that you have an epiphany, don't you? I didn't find out until football the other week that apparently I couldn't cook until my youngest left home. And then a cousin coming around every fortnight for my ham fried rice or whatever it was. You know, I thought, he said he loved it. So when somebody tells you something and then it's kind of like that, it's a realisation that he was just being sweet. But for Harry, yeah, it has to come from within, and it will come with age rather than demand, because as you can see, he can't see where he's gone wrong. He sees that he's the victim, that he had no choice, you know, that he does regret leaving as quick as they did. And will Harry then, so last one, will Harry ever come to the conclusion that it's been Meghan all along that has poisoned him against his family? No. You know, no. 4 of Wands reversed. No, they're not his family anymore. You know, Meghan's his family. Meghan's his family. He regrets certain things about buying or going into Montecito on whatever basis. I think things like that. not having a base in the UK. I think there's something there. But I don't blame her for not wanting to come. She's done the number on him. So, you know, at this point, unless he was with another person down the line and you compare things, then he would see, but he's got nothing to compare to. Yeah, so far of one share, probably weren't happy about that house. It's just, he's isolated from his family, so he's got no understanding of what's normal. I mean, every relationship that people have are very different. You know, your parents' relationship, my relationships, your relationships. You know, how we get on with our children, how we interact, you know, with them. Everybody does it differently. But certainly Harry has got nothing else to compare to. So, in essence, guys, does this guy long to be home? You know? No. Is he finding, you know, Meghan difficult, as always? But it's not going to push him here. It's not going to push him here at all. He's denying it to himself. He's denying this kind of inner loss. And it'll be a gaping hole. You know, there's a hole in it. Only the royal family could fill. It just doesn't, it doesn't see it the way other people do. And maybe he's afraid, you know. Is he afraid of not being loved? Is Harry afraid that, you know, Meghan will leave him and he'll never be loved by anyone? He doesn't want to go back to those Playboy days, you know. He doesn't want to go back. It's in some way then, you know, he has moved on and grown up a little bit, where, you know, he just don't want to be back on the dating scene and having to worry all the time about, you know, people trying to take advantage of him. That's not what he wants. And some, you know, I understand because, well, if I lost my husband or he dead to leave me, I wouldn't want to go and go through all that. I've said to him, you know, he says, oh, when I go, I want you to move on. And I'm like, well, I say the same to you, but I don't want anybody else. I can't stand it. My ears have had enough. I just want peace and quiet. I don't want anything else but that. So, you know, that would rule me out for dating. But yeah, I kind of feel like that's a similar thing, if not more complicated, for Harry being so famous. And, you know, I mean, he already got hoodwinked by that climate activist right at the beginning. Greta Thunberg, isn't it? So yeah, so he doesn't, that's what he fears. Stay where you are, because you don't want to, you know, have to go through anything else. And the fact is, he knows Meghan, Meghan knows him, you know, darkness and light on both sides. So when you've got that, I don't think he's going to give that up at all, you know. So it's not looming. There's no plans to come back, despite what we've heard. And he's staying with Meghan for now. For now. Okie dokie. All right. Well, I just thought I'd pop my head up today and just make sure you know I'm all alive. And there's some real good news tomorrow coming out about reading. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. I'm sure I forgot to say something, but anyway, there you go. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much. Bye now. Bye-bye.